Oh my God. What did I just see? This is crazy.
Wife, come back to me.
It's Abby. My God. Ion Abby. Is she alive? What the hell is happening? First of all, Boyd is at the RV. So I'm gonna guess that somebody ends up telling him that Donna's missing and he ends up going looking for her out in the woods. And if you actually look close enough in that scene with him in the RV, you can see that it's already nighttime. That means Boyd is gonna end up going outside to look for her at night. So that means Boyd is going to be testing out those bile bullets. And oh man, I cannot wait to see it. Boyd is going to be putting down those ghoul vampires left and right. It's either that or the monsters aren't attacking him for some reason. I don't know. And if you look at the title of this episode, it's Da 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 Ball of Magic Fire. And a bullet that's been tipped in magical bile juice would be a magical ball of fire. You see, it matches up. And I've seen a lot of people theorizing that maybe that's what the title is talking about. And that's a great theory. But the title ball of magic fire could also be referring to whatever it is Boyd is seeing when he enters the RV. If you look at the trailer, you can clearly see whatever the light is, it's flashing. It's almost like fire, but the way it's flashing, that's not fire. Fire doesn't flash like that. That type of flashing is the type you'd see from a bulb or something like that. Whatever that thing is, it's talking with Abby's voice, seemingly. Maybe it's Abby herself talking to him through that ball of fire somehow. I don't know. Maybe it's a new monster, something we've never seen before. She does say, Boyd, come back to me.
Wife, come back to me.
So, what if it's a new monster that looks like a ball of fire pretending to be her so that Boyd gets really close to it so that it can kill him? What if that thing is the entity itself? Things are getting interesting. Maybe it's trying to get rid of Boyd because he is so problematic. The possibilities are endless.
Take away or tell you what happened out in the forest. This is feed on our pain.
Oh my God. Sarah talking about why Fromland is the way it is. I've definitely gotten the vibe that Fromland is feeding off of their pain because the monsters torture their victims before killing them. That always implied to me that they're trying to squeeze as much pain from them as possible. But I definitely still think it's about negative emotion in general and not just pain. Because there's been so many situations where we clearly see that Fromland likes keeping the people in despair. When people start getting hope, it shuts that shit down with a quickness before they start getting any crazy ideas. When people think the radio will finally get them home, the entity sends a storm to destroy the radio. When people are close to finding the monster's lair, the entity collapses the Matthews house to prevent it. When people get comfortable with their talismans, the monsters gain charisma and start seducing people to get them to open their houses to them. And the fact that the monsters never run, that implies that they want to draw out people's fear as much as possible. The longer you're in distress, panic, and anxiety over the possibility of your death, the sweeter it is for the entity when it finally does you in. Everything so far makes it clear that it doesn't want people to be happy or content. It wants them to be anxious and in despair over their fate.
Victor said his mother wanted to raise the children out in the tower. Why did they just keep from him?
Tabitha and Jade are definitely getting super close to some big revelation. But the fact that even after 8 episodes, nobody has gone into the cave, it's terrible writing. I guess they're saving that for the finale episode. And with the cave drawings and how they're assembling Victor plus his sister's drawings, it makes sense when you consider the title of the finale, the 10th episode. Based on what Tabitha is saying, it seems like the ghoulish children who were talking to Tabitha were asking her to help them. So Ankui might mean something like help us. It's not pretty crazy. A lot of people have talked about that possibility. But this really goes to show how the dumb communication style of the residents is keeping them from success. If Boyd told everybody what he experienced, Tabitha and everyone would already know that the lighthouse is more than likely the tower that Victor's mother was talking about.
That's your idea. This was not part of the plan. We are not doing this.
Randall tying Donna up on that tree was one of the worst moves he could have ever made. Maybe Donna is the mole, but just because Donna could be a mole isn't evidence that the monsters aren't real. Donna could simply be a spy sent by someone else living in Fromland. If that's the case, she would just get killed by the monsters, and Randall, bare minimum, if not both Randall and Jim, would get executed for that, because there'd be no reason to believe Donna was anything other than everyone else if she just gets killed by the monster. The only way Randall's plan could work is if Donna is somehow immune to the monsters, and that's a massive leap of faith with no evidence to back it up. But something interesting is that neither Randall or Jim are anywhere near the RV in that scene of Boyd going inside it. So what happened to them? Or did Jim run back to town to find Boyd? What if Boyd is so shocked because he found Donna's body ripped apart by the monsters and hung up inside the RV? That would be insane. But what if Donna is still alive? Boyd is carrying around that bile juice with him. What if you carry the bile juice, the monsters can't attack you because they perceive you as one of them? Kind of like the way they cloak themselves in The Walking Dead. If Donna is the mole, maybe she has some of that bile juice on her, on her body. So the monsters didn't attack her, but they attacked Jim or Randall. Hmm, that's interesting. Anyways, this episode is gonna be really insane, and I can't wait to see it.